So I made a cascade ruffle for a 5-year-old, and first of all I folded my fabric into four and I cut out a circle. This will be for the underneath skirt of the dress I'm making for her. So if you do not know how to make a 360-degree flare, because that is what I use for the underneath skirt, I have a tutorial on my channel and I'll leave the link in the description box for you to see how I went about it. So now I got the waist circumference and the second arc, which is the skirt length, and I marked it and then cut out the skirt length. And cut out the waist circumference. So I open it one side of the flare like this and notch the midpoint. So this is the underneath skirt, and then we moved over to the first layer of the cascade ruffles I made, and I measured the length of the skirt, which is 20 inches plus 2 inches because I'll be using a crinoline, plus 1 inch as hemming allowance. So now this is the crinoline I'll be using, or you call it horsehair. It's about 2 inches wide. Okay, and that's why I included the 2 inches after the skirt length, which made it about 23 inches altogether for the length of this first layer. So now the width of it is double of the waist circumference, which is 23 inches. So now I made this unfold. This net is about 60 inches. Okay, so I folded it by length into two. The top edge there is folded, and then I folded it again by two. So I hope you understand. So altogether I made it 4. Now I cut it this way because I'll join it at the midpoint with 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'll make a double of this same thing you're seeing, the same layer you're seeing. I'm making 2 of it, so I'll have the fullness I need. So joining it, that will be about 4 altogether. Okay, so this is the first part of it. I join it into 2 with 1/2 inch, and I'll simply trim out this, trim out the excess that I have. After trimming it like this, I will open it up again. Now just note the bad side. This part makes us know the bad side of this knit. Okay, so at this point I will bring in the horsehair, that's the crinoline, and trim out whatever rough edge that I have, and I'll take it to the edge there. Now I'll place it at the edge of this knit. Okay, you can choose to cover it, all right, and then I'll place it at the edge of this knit. Remember to leave about 1/2 inch at that edge when you're sewing it. So I'll sew it all the way to the end and then fold it inwards. I fold it inwards and use the 1/2 inch I left at the edge there to just make a neat hemming for the crinoline. So that made the crinoline inclusive, and I'll sew it down again. So now I first of all made the first layer, and I realized I didn't really give me the fullness that I needed, so I made it 2 of that, and I joined them together, and I had this fullness. And then after forming the gathers, you make the gathers to go around the waist circumference like this. Okay, and then we are done with the first layer of this cascade ruffles. So I made it round the waist circumference, and that's the length of it. Now for the underneath skirt, I hemmed it with 1/2 inch, so it will give a neat edge. Okay, and I'll set this aside. For the cascade ruffles proper, this is what it looks like. So I'll measure the length of the skirt plus the length of the ruffle that I want to stick out. Okay, now the length of the skirt is 20 inches, and I want it about 7 inches on the length of the skirt. So 7 inches plus the length 20, that's 27 inches, and I will add 1 inch for hem allowance. Now follow it closely. Okay, it's not confusing. So now I folded the fabric like I want to cut a 360-degree flare. Okay, now so you will not waste this fabric, waste this net, I measured it 20 inches on fold inwards, and I folded it again. So that means when I'm cutting out the circle, I'll have two of the circles. Okay, so I fold it on fold first, and then I folded it on fold by width, and then I folded it on fold by height. Okay, and then I cut it from the ankle, just the length 14 inches. Okay, now that's the length we calculated. So now opening it up into a semicircle. Okay, I'll first of all measure the length of the skirt, which is 20 inches. The remaining part is about 8 inches. Remember, I needed 7 inches, the 1 inch for hem allowance. That's why we are having 8 inches remaining. So now at the point of the 20 inches, you take it inwards like this, and that's what it will look like. So I went ahead and made about 6 of that circle. Okay, 6 of the circle. So I decided to use net because I don't want the weight too much on this fabric. You can use organza, you can use whatever you want to use for this. So now, to have a good hemming for the cascade ruffle, I need about 3 inches width of a strip of this net. Okay, about 3 inches, and then you're cutting it diagonally. So you will join it because you will need a long piece for you to turn that for you to turn the hem, and the hem they will be using the crinoline as well. Okay, so you need about a pack and a half of this crinoline. Yes, a pack and a half of this crinoline. Okay, so this is the crinoline, and I'm simply sewing down the rough edges. Okay, and just so we'll know the wrong side of this knit, I'm following it from where I joined it, and I will open it to the edge of this knit. Okay, so now I'm folding it inwards like this, so it will not make the rough edge of the crinoline to be uncomfortable for the girl. So then I'll fold it inwards after making a thick fold of the knit. Okay, I fold it around the edge of the crinoline, and I'm sewing it together with the crinoline. So this just gives a good closure to the crinoline, so it won't be uncomfortable. After sewing that, I'll bring in the circle that we cut out. Now this circle, note that we did not cut at any waist circumference. It's just simple circle. So for the circle we cut out, I'll bring it inwards like this, and I'm using 1/2 inch, okay, to sew around the hem of it. So now remember, we have the crinoline, the diagonally cut strip of net, and then on the circle, so the crinoline comes on top, the diagonally cut strip of net comes in between, and the circle is beneath. Okay, so now I'm using 1/2 inch to sew the hem of the circle with the crinoline all the way around. Now the net there is just so that the crinoline will not be so naked, and to give it a good look, yes, a good look and neat finishing. So I'm sewing the 1/2 inch all the way around the circle. And towards the end of the circle, I'll cut out the crinoline, okay, the excess. All right, so then I'll then fold in a thick, a thick of this net again. So even if you have a longer net left, you cut out the excess, fold the thick net of it again, and then make sure you sew it down. You sew it down to cover the second rough edge of the crinoline. So now after you've done that, I'll use that 1/2 inch I have okay, I have at the top there, and fold it inward just to include the, the crinoline. Fold it all the way around the circle, gives it a neat edge, and it includes the crinoline in the net. So the whiteness of this crinoline doesn't really show, so all you can see is the color of the net, okay, and that looks very nice. Sew it all the way around the circle. I gave it a good press, and this is what we have. Okay, so now I went ahead to make 6 more of these circles. You can make it 7, okay, make it 8, depends on how full you want it and for how old. Okay, so we'll measure the length of the skirt, which is 20 inches, and then fold it into 2 like this, just so we'll have a the midpoint of this flare. And on the skirt, which we already sewed the first layer of this ruffles on, you measure around the waist circumference, just so you will know the proportion that you're spreading this cascade ruffles. So now I have about 24.5 inches here for the waist circumference, and I will just mark out the points that I need for the zipper allowance. And then from that point, from the point of the zipper allowance, I'll get the midpoint of the skirt. Notch it and then open it up again. Now, if you have about 7 cascade ruffles, you bring one of it in that midpoint. And then from there, you start measuring what the proportion you want to have it. Now, the proportion I had was about 3.5 inches, and that's what I marked, 3.5 inches. So from the midpoint to the zipper allowance, I had about 2 spots to place the ruffles, okay, before the zipper allowance, and it will really look nice. But I had about 6, so I had about 6, and I'm making 6 spots for the ruffles, okay. So we still have 20 inches for our length, okay, and for the ruffles there, remember they are circles. I'll first of all measure the 20 inches length. At that point, I'll simply pinch it. I'll try to get the midpoint of it by folding it this way, okay. Just note the way I'm folding it, and getting the midpoint, I'll simply take it to the spot that I already marked on the skirt. I'll pin it, and I'll pin the other ones as well. So I'll bring in all the 6 ruffles that I have, okay, and pin it just at the spot that I have marked. Fold it inwards and get the midpoint. And then I'll pin it. So I'll make it a second time of it, so we'll be able to get this. And that's how we'll pin all the 6 of it. I made a skirt of it and attach it to the upper part of this dress, and this is what it looks like. So if this video adds any value to you at all, give me a thumbs up, comment, and share. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.